Yeah. Well, the next you can say part 2. Yeah, part 2 makes sense. So it's in order. Okay. Okay. Cool. So let's do this. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Cool.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy.
No, I wasn't ready. I'm still trying to get ready. Okay. Woo, damn, that was quick. All right, cool. All right, let's do this. I was like, yo, you don't see me stretching this? Like,
you fucked me up.
got it. Okay. I'll keep stuttering. This camera, you're intimidating me. All right. Boom. Alright, hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Yvonne. Instagram name is at DT_consulting_. I'm here with my friend Kenny. Instagram's name is at KenRockStrong. I'm gonna let him introduce himself again. This is part 2 of our series that we've actually been doing. We're gonna actually talk about a lot of different things today. Some of the things we're gonna talk about are like the mental preparation. We're probably gonna be talking about his diet. We're gonna be talking about more things like when it comes to mental things going on with a powerlifter and how they have to kind of, work every day with these different things. So, Kenny, let's start it up.
What's up, Devon?
How you doing,
What's
man?
up, guys? So, I'm one day out from my meet, and basically, the feelings that I have, the things that are going on in my head is I'm nervous. I'm actually really nervous. Like, if you were to ask me how I was feeling a couple days ago, I would have said I have no feelings. Like, I'm excited. But now that I'm seeing that I am one day out, I am preparing for my meet, I am buying all the food that I need to buy, I am getting everything ready, I'm actually nervous.
Okay.
Because it's one of those things where it's like, I said to myself that I was going to compete at a meet, and it's one of those things that now it's unfolding before me, and now I am presented with this.
It's like, oh shit, this is happening.
Yeah,
This is
exactly,
really happening right
exactly.
now. Okay.
So it's like, now I'm kind of like trying to wrap my brain around it, trying to visualize everything.
Okay.
I'm really starting to like lock down mentally. Like I want to get into the mindset that I usually am before hitting a personal record.
So it's like kind of like excitement, nervousness.
Yeah.
A lot of different things right now.
Yeah, right now I'm feeling so many different things. Right now I'm actually really nervous, but I'm actually excited because I want to see how it is. I'm like, this is something that I told myself I'm going to do, and I'm actually doing it. So it's like I set this goal for myself, and it's amazing to see myself get this far in this goal and, like, potentially achieve my own personal goals at the meet. Yeah.
So, man, that diet, how's that been going?
Been going good, man. I've been eating like a monster.
Okay.
My diet basically has been consistent of seafood, eat food.
Okay.
Just
all right.
seafood, eat food. So right now I am actually competing in the 93 kilogram class. So it's like the 205 weight class.
Okay.
So I actually have to eat a lot more to get into that weight class.
Okay.
So my diet has just been, I've been grazing. I've been like a cow. I've just been constantly eating.
Are you eating like every hour, every 2 hours? I know some powerlifters eat every 2 hours or so, but
it's like every 2-3 hours. It depends.
Okay.
And it's expensive too. It's like, it's not cheap. So it's like, I gotta be careful of like, okay.
Gotta have that money.
Yeah. I gotta make sure that I if I'm eating all the food in one day, I gotta make sure that I have enough money to resupply myself for the next day.
Got you. Yeah.
So it's been like an uphill struggle, like just trying to figure out the balance between spending money and making sure that I'm getting the food that I need to.
How much do you think you spend in a week?
Well, here's the thing. I go to Stop and Shop every single day.
Damn.
Every single day.
Damn.
So I am ranging maybe, I want to say $60 every 2 days.
Jesus Christ.
Just about $62 every 2 days.
Okay.
More or less, yeah.
So if you want to be a powerlifter, your diet is gonna be very expensive. So you have to get that gym membership, do a pretty expensive diet, and you should be alright after that.
It's not easy, honestly. It's like I sometimes find myself that I have to force feed. Like I wake up in the morning. I wake up, and it depends. I have kids, so I have to like wake up like at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and I know that the very first thing I have to do is get something down to eat. Start consuming calories.
Okay.
So, and sometimes I feel nauseous. I don't even want to eat. Like I could go until later on in the day without eating.
Right. Okay. Damn.
So I have to like force feed myself. I have to actually get this food down, and Sometimes I'm yakking. Sometimes I'm like, I can't hold the food down.
Yeah.
But it's constant. It's just constant. Especially like if you're trying to get into a higher weight class or a lower weight class, I feel like the struggle becomes more greater.
Okay.
So I felt like I'm better off in a higher weight class. So I am bulking, I guess.
Yeah. So you just gotta keep eating.
I just been eating like a.
Any cardio?
Non-existent.
You do a podcast laugh. Cardio. What cardio?
For now, at least, my goals are gonna change after this meet. I want to get back into like the 175 weight. Like I felt comfortable in that weight. Right now, I'm like 198, 199. And I feel heavy. I feel slow. I feel like out of breath walking down the stairs. But again, I did it in such a short amount of time where it's like I didn't gain this weight like through a course of 12 weeks. I've been like just consuming food, just pounding calories every single day.
People don't understand. That sounds like it could be easy. Right now you're saying, oh, I eat like a truck, But when you try it out and you got to be consistent for it for weeks, months.
Yeah.
You gotta look at food different. You don't want to throw up when you see food. Like,
yeah, sometimes I don't even want to see food.
Exactly. Like, oh, there's more food in my face. Like, nah.
Yeah. And it's like, it's one of those things that I took away from like watching the greats.
Okay.
The great powerlifters, the great strongman. It's like, if you want to be the best at what you do, again, this is my first time, but I want to be the best at what I can do. You just gotta be eating. If you're not eating, you're wasting your time.
Gotcha.
To be stronger, at least. If you're not eating, you're wasting your time.
What else does it take to become a powerlifter? I know we talked about food, we talked about, the workout routine, but like, what about the mental state of a powerlifter? What happens there? Because we don't really know much about it. Nobody really talks about it. I just hear them say we have to fight our demons, or they just, they say we lift heavy to, forget about whatever happened to them. But I want to know, how do you guys overcome it?
So with me, it's like the mental state that it takes for me, again, this is my own personal view as a power lifter, it's one of those things that it's like routine now. It's like brushing my teeth. I know that I have to go and work out. Like, that's part of my routine.
Okay.
So I embedded it in myself to make that just part of my routine. Again, just like brushing your teeth. You brush your teeth every single day. I work out like it's just a regular task. My mental state is like preparing for this meet. I've been going through it mentally. Like, it's been mentally draining, mentally exhausting. Like, sometimes I have doubts, but I push those doubts to the side, because if you go to a bar with doubts, there's absolutely no way that you're going to achieve whatever the lift is. You're not, because if you have that doubt, you already lost. So I always try to push that doubt to the side, and it's one of those things where it's like it takes practice. It's not something that it's easier said than done. But it's just one of those things that it just takes constant practice to be able to kind of shut down, block out all the other problems in your world, block out all the issues that you're having in the day, and just focus at the current task at hand. And I said in our previous video that being a father, a family man, I feel like it takes a different mental toll on you, because it's like you want to spend enough time with your family. Sometimes I find that I don't spend enough time with my family because I am busy recovering. I am at work. I am spending 2 hours at the gym while they're at home, and I think to myself, I'm like, this is time that I'm wasting with them, but this is also time that I need to be doing what I want to do to be great at something that I love to do. So it's one of those things, is you can't eat the cake, you can't have the whole slice of cake to yourself. You got to give back something. Sometimes, unfortunately, that's the struggle I find myself with. It's like,
want to get greedy now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, sometimes I find myself that I am lacking family time. But what I've started to do is just I feel like I'm finally starting to find like a balance.
Okay.
Where I work out and recover for like 3 or 4 hours total for everything. And then the rest of my days devoted to my family and work or whatever.
Gotcha.
So it's all about balances.
Okay.
Like, you got to find the balance, or else it's going to be bad. And I remember a couple summers ago when I was just weightlifting, going to the gym consumed a majority of my time.
Yeah, driving there, driving back, having everything set up.
Yeah, exactly. It just consumed so much time. And then I realized that sometimes my relationship, I had issues in my relationship because I was spending too much time at the gym. I was talking too much about the gym.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wouldn't talk about, hey, how's your day going? So I feel like now I'm actually finding the balance of all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not for the week apart. Some people say, like, you just go in there and you crush it. But if you really want to be good at it, you become obsessed. Like, in order to be great at anything, you must be obsessed with that. Obsession will lead to greatness. And that's the path that I chose. But now I'm starting to find a balance where it's like I'm obsessed, but I'm able to split my time with my family and spend time with the family. Because family time is something you don't get back.
Yeah, so getting the gym downstairs was actually a good thing.
Yes.
We're going to actually, like, tour around. We're going to, like, make more video content, like, actually go down to we call it the dungeon. And this is where
The Iron Dungeon.
Exactly. And we get this work, and everybody will see it. You're gonna actually like the stuff. I had a thought a couple of minutes ago. I wanted you guys to actually, like, in the comments, write down any, like, questions you want you want to know about from a powerlifter. So, and then we'll answer them in our next, we'll call this a podcast series or whatever, and I'll actually jot them down on the notebook that we have, and I'll ask Kenny and see where he's coming from, so we get some, feedback from you guys. So,
I'm with
in the comments, go down right now, start writing some, questions out, and then we'll be on the lookout. We'll pick them up, and we'll shout you out in the video and see what Kenny has to say about it.
Let's do it.
And then after the power meet, we're gonna have some more questions too and more videos.
Yes, we do.
All right. So tomorrow is the big day.
Tomorrow is the big day.
Tomorrow morning at 12 o'clock is the weigh-ins.
Is the weigh-ins, yes.
And
12 o'clock.
2 o'clock the lift.
Yep, lifting starts.
How you feeling?
Nervous, man. Excited but nervous.
Like it's that time.
I know, it's like everything that I've done for the last couple of weeks is like it's coming into play, and like we're gonna see if.
Yeah. So you haven't lifted this whole week.
I lifted it Monday and Tuesday, but that was it.
Today's what, Saturday?
Yes, today's Saturday.
Okay, and that's it. So you've been resting the body.
I've been resting.
What were you drinking before I got here? When I got here, you were drinking Pedialyte?
Yeah, I was drinking some Pedialyte, trying to get hydrated.
When I saw that, I was like, this is what a true lifter does. I don't care what anybody says. Pedialyte is, when I was playing football, Pedialyte. If you can't get no Gatorade, Pedialyte. Trust me. Yo, how about?
It's great. It's like I've been drinking that, and I've been eating a lot more today. So it's like, but I'm excited, man. I feel like once I see everybody and I see everybody else, and just get a view of everything, I feel like the nervousness is gonna turn into excitement. So
got you.
It's just one of those things that it just comes with it. It's my first one. These are the nerves.
Okay, cool. I'm like thinking of ideas for this tomorrow, like some video recording ideas that I have, and I think I'm gonna have like I'll probably keep the video recording as I'm driving there, and then have us like walk around, and then get to probably walk with you and see. Yeah. It's gonna just be, you guys can see where he's gonna be lifting at. You guys can see like the driving on it. I guess if you want to see it, or you can skip it. I don't care, but whatever one you want.
There's about to be 151 athletes there, so it's a big meet.
It's big. It's not these little small ones I be seeing online, but a couple of people. There's gonna be a lot of people here, so
I didn't know how big it was gonna be until I got like the email telling me, oh yeah, there's 3 platforms, and there's gonna be different flights going on, so it's big.
Okay. So I have a question.
What's up?
You were vegan prior to this, right?
Oh, we're getting to the juice. Yeah.
You were vegan. And recently, how many months ago did you decide to turn back to the meat?
I want to say 3 months.
Okay, so you've been
more or less.
You've been eating meat for like 3 months now?
Yeah, three months.
How are you feeling now that you're back? Well, yeah, because you went vegan for how many years?
6 years.
6? Damn.
6
what?
years.
6 years? I can't even go for 6 minutes. But, okay, so how have you been feeling within the last 3 months ever since you came back?
Man, the first week was rough. It was rough on the stomach. I feel like it was just an adjustment period. It was just I didn't have it and I didn't really like wean myself back into it.
Okay.
The very first thing I decided to have was Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
The very first thing I was
the chicken sandwich?
Yeah, the chicken
Oh my
sandwich.
goodness.
I was like, yo, for some reason I want this.
Word. Okay, cool. That's what's up.
Then like the next day I had like a steak.
Oh, this guy was just balling. You got bread that day. He planned. He was like, yo, this is the day I'm playing, and I'm going all out when I get that shit.
Yeah, and then I ate the steak, and I was like, yo, I love the steak.
Word.
And then I just kind of started going from there.
Okay.
Honestly, the difference, like, I want to say there's a recovery difference.
Okay.
As far as like being vegan and being a meat eater.
Yeah.
So far from what I've noticed.
Okay. You feel like you recover better, or do you
I feel like I recover better.
Okay.
It's strange. I thought that I'd recover better on a vegan diet.
Okay.
I actually recover a lot better just eating a well-balanced diet.
Gotcha, yeah. I think that's what people seem to forget is that well-balanced diet.
Yeah.
They think they can eat anything and just think it's going to be good for them. Like, no. It's too much of a good thing can be a bad thing, too. So it's like, yeah, if you eat too much chicken, there's a lot, or steak, there's fat in it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to eat a lot of fat, but you're going to get a lot of protein, too. You just got to balance diet.
Exactly. And I found that, like, being on a vegan diet, again, I'm not knocking vegans or anything. Again, I was a vegan for 6 years.
Yeah.
I understand the whole movement. I understand why people are vegans. I get it 1,000%.
Yeah.
But for my personal goals, I felt like it was something I had to let go because while I was a vegan, I don't know if I was doing it wrong or I really don't know. But I felt lethargic a majority of the time. Like I felt tired.
Yeah.
And after a workout, I would feel incredibly sore. I honestly don't know if I was like, not eating enough or something. Yeah. But ever since I switched back to meat, I feel like my recovery is a lot quicker, a lot faster.
Are you still getting the same? Were you counting the calories and the nutrition, the macros and everything?
Yeah.
Are you still getting the same amount, or are you getting more now that you eat meat?
It's about slightly more, I would say. Slightly more.
Okay.
Not by a lot either, but slightly more.
So, was that the only reason that you decided to go back to a carnivore, to eating meat? What were other reasons? What made you decide to make the big switch back? Was it health reasons only? Or was that
health reasons and the cost. So, I'll start off with the cost. So, the cost of being a vegan is, it's a lot. Like, the food is good, don't get me wrong. I still eat vegan food. It's not like I threw it out of my diet. A majority of my food is actually vegan. Okay. But I sometimes like to have a steak, a chicken, all that stuff. I still like that. I don't eat pork. But,
pork is out there.
Yeah, I ain't fucking
I eat bacon. Don't get me wrong, I eat it once in a while. But pork, like pork chops and all that pernine and all that. I like pernine once in a while, like holidays, but...
Nah, I'm an everyday occasion.
I can't eat it. I can't eat it every day.
I actually had pork a couple of days ago, and it just threw my stomach on a whole trip. I was like, never again. But the cost of being a vegan is a lot. It's like, it costs a lot. Like, I did the math, and I think I was spending about, I don't know, maybe like close to $140, and this was when I was like cutting weight, so I wasn't eating a lot either. So I was like trying to lean out. But I'm pretty sure if I was bulking or eating more and whatnot, it would cost me a lot more than $140. Yeah. So I would spend about like $140 a week, maybe a little bit more on vegan food. And it's like
$140 a week.
Yeah, and it's like,
if I had my calculator, I would add that up for a year, and I would tell you, but I can't. So.
And these are rough estimates. These aren't like exact estimates. These are rough estimates. And what's it called? I felt like every time I would eat, give me 30 minutes and I'd be starving right after. So I felt like the food was not as filling as I wanted it to be. But again, like, that's the pros about being a vegan, is that the food doesn't sit in your stomach too long. When you eat meat, the meat stays in your stomach for a couple of days and whatnot. So that's why you're a little bit more full. Okay. So you take what you give and you take. Then the health reasons, I felt like I was lethargic for a while. Like, I just woke up and I was tired. Like, I was exhausted.
Your body wasn't recovering.
No, it wasn't recovering at all. So yeah, that was another thing.
I mean, we were made to eat. I mean, humans, I guess, we were made to eat. Like, we've been doing this since the beginning of time. So
yeah, I
don't know. Some people can live on a vegetarian diet, and I'm in a vegan diet, and I respect it 100%, but me personally, I can't. I can't.
And again, the reason I decided to go back to eating meat was because the cost. So, granted, I do spend a lot of money on food a week. I felt like I'd get more bang for my buck just consuming meat. Like I could get a little bit more than eating vegan food. So again, not knocking vegans. I understand the whole movement. I get it. Trust me, I get it. I've done research. I know all about it.
Yeah.
But again, it's messed up that I kind of chose my personal goals versus the saving of the planet and whatnot.
If it makes you feel better.
But what's it called? It's like, to me, this is a small term goal. Maybe eventually I go back to being a full-time vegan. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
you know, if the income, you know, gets up higher and all that, whatever happens in the future, and then
exactly.
Vegan can become an option, I guess.
Yeah.
If you guys know any like vegan lifestyles for cheap, you know, like cheap vegan meals or whatever the case is, you can put some down in the comments too. Maybe Kenny can find some you can substitute, you know, meat for whatever the case is.
I'm always down, man.
Exactly.
I'm always down.
Help us out, man. We'll help you out too.
I'm like a food enthusiast.
Damn, he is. He's had the vegan lifestyle and he's had the meat lifestyle.
I have both.
Come on. All right, so let's check.